What's up, dog?
It's almost your birthday.
That's a month away, but who cares about my birthday? That's a problem. My birthday. I'm not even thinking about my fucking birthday right now. The reason why we're in the Voodoo Lounge and not in the back cave today is because I fucked up my knee, and I won't know what's going on till Wednesday. I couldn't go to Austin this week. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do Are You Garbage? So I'm very sorry, but the fucking knee just popped out again.
I was going to tell people that remember when we got kicked out of that first office? Because Felipe Esparza was screaming, and they kept. I thought I was going to say that we got kicked out of that office. They smelled the weed. They don't give a shit in this office.
No, nobody gives a shit.
LA, they cared a lot. They threw away our bongs in LA. Do you remember that? Because we got so high, we left them in the bathroom.
They threw away bongs, but that was a very rare fucking place. Somebody sent me that video.
Which one?
Felipe went up in the room, and the lady's banging on the door, and we're like, shut the fuck up. I smell marijuana. You can't, because there was not even a window in that office.
No, there wasn't AC.
Couldn't move. It was a table and 4 chairs. That was it.
Dude, because I think they made it, like they cut 2 offices, and they took 1 office and made it into 2, because they had, I didn't know this back then, but they only had the intake for the air conditioning. They didn't have the air coming out. So they just put up it's like when they said they have a junior 1-bedroom and they just put up a fake wall with cardboard.
Yeah, no. Dog, I went to look at an office in North Hollywood by that barbecue place.
Yeah.
Remember that barbecue place in the corner? Yeah. Inside. And I went there and it had a bean on the valley, dog, in August. Ooh, I mean, it was 100. It's always 100 that second week of September. And I probably went in August to look at this place. And I walked in there and the walls weren't even up. It was aluminum.
Okay.
Insulation. And the heat was bouncing off the insulation. I wasn't in there 3 minutes and I was sweating everywhere. And I'm like, is there air conditioning? She's like, no, we don't have it. I go, how are you going to do a podcast? She's like, what's a podcast? Exactly. That's my fault. She thought we were going to have we needed an office to put boxes and maybe a shower or something. I don't even know what it was. Yeah, it was fucking crazy, man. It was. But see, anybody can get an office. You want to get an office that reflects what the fuck you're doing, exactly what we're doing up there.
Yeah.
That office, thanks to George, reflects what we're doing on a daily basis. But that's why I didn't want to. We needed something that we had an outside.
Yeah.
So we could smoke weed and just play music or whatever the fuck it is. I would choose an office, but the problem with a fucking office is that nobody works at night until you get the podcast. Then everybody works at night. And now you can't play music. Now you can't fucking, so it's just...
There was a couple creepy things. Do you remember the last office? There was a producer who, I think because we kept doing videos outside. There was just a guy who I think found out where we were recording and got the office next to us. There were a couple creepy things.
He hit me up for a year after I moved here.
Did he really?
Yeah, hey, I got an idea. That's great. 2,200 miles away. You got a fucking idea now. We were next to you for a year. And he would just watch us.
Yeah.
The lady who was stealing our bongs was the cute black lady.
Oh, yeah?
The 2 cute ladies that did something. They were gone. After fucking a month that we were there. They were gone. We came one day and they disappeared.
Yeah.
They were gone. I don't even know. That was the creepiest. That whole area was fucking scary. And I can't believe you would fall asleep there at night with the door open.
With the door open and the lights on. What do you mean you can't believe? You gave me hundreds and thousands of milligrams. And then I would wake, because for everyone who's watching and doesn't, every other podcast in the country, they record a bunch and then it goes out 2 weeks later, a week later. We would get done recording at 11, talk till midnight, and then you and the guest would leave. And I would just somehow fucked up, put up the podcast. But there were a few times where I'd shock wake up. I wouldn't go to, I never once slept on the couch. I never just was all right, let's go to the couch and get, I would just fall asleep, shoes. It's fucked up sleeping with your shoes on. I would be sitting up.
Fucked up sleeping on a chair. With your mouth open. Never mind the shoes. The shoes are the last fucking thing you got. That's the last problem on your fucking mind.
Oh, my God. Thank God there was a gate A fucked up gate. I still to this day don't know how fucking Owen Benjamin got out of that gate.
He left through the door.
Oh, he did. I know. If you watch the video back, I think I hear the gate like it clicks. That was a fucked up thing. Oh, dude. By the way, because I don't know if you've seen it. Like, have you seen it on Instagram where people are like, oh, this is me in 2016. This is me in 20. That was 2016 when we got that office. I went through my phone to go find like what was I doing in 2016. That was 2016.
Was that what that whole thing about was on the internet for the last week?
I don't know where it came from.
What I was doing 2006, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you what I was doing in 2016. I tell you what I was doing in 2006. Norton Coke like a motherfucker. But 2016, that's the weirdest thing. I don't know what they call it. I know people say you're short-sighted or long-sighted. I remember shit from when I'm 5.
Right.
But even when I wrote the book, after 2014,
okay,
I don't have a fucking memory. Like you were telling me some shit the other day about the Mad Flavors world, and I'm like, I don't even know what he's talking about.
I gotta be honest, I'm the same way.
I don't remember nothing.
Oh,
I remember bits and pieces of like some kid came up to me the other day and asked me, hey, I didn't know you had somebody on your podcast. And I'm like, yeah, we did. Holy fuck, I forgot about that. Like I forgot all that shit.
Dude, at least you remembered then. I can't tell you how many people would come into the studio. I would go to shake the, hey, nice to meet you. And they'd be like, this is my 3rd time on the show. And I was like, sure, whatever you say. Because by the time they got there, I was fucked up. It happened. Does Terry say you do that? Because like all the time, I'll be talking and Anisha, I'll be like, oh, she'll be like, we talked about this a month ago. We and I was like, I don't have zero memory.
I've given my wife 30,000 ear beatings. Only her and George have sustained more ear beatings. And after a while, you got to tell the same story.
Yeah.
Eventually, somewhere, and some people are very smart. Like Nick will go, you told me that already. Oh yeah, that's when Ray goes smack that dude, and I'm fucking laughing. The other night something happened to me that I watched something interesting. Yeah. And it's basically this. I always thought, you got to keep learning. You learn every day. Something happens that you learn, something about your car, something about your neighborhood that you never knew before. But sometimes you learn shit about yourself, and it's so weird that you don't, when you stop learning about yourself is when you'll die like 2 weeks later. Like you just go, I ain't learning nothing. And you start learning about yourself and the things that, what are we talking about?
Something happened to you. I'm not sure. You figured something out.
The other night I'm watching a fucking stupid movie here, with my wife. Not a bad movie. And there's a scene when the reporter goes into the bar and they're like, hey, motherfucker, you wrote an article about us. And it was like an old school North Bergen bar, like an old school blue collar. And when the guy walked in and sat at the bar, the bartender told him, he goes, if I was you, this is not a good night for you. But he's like, no, I want to address the issues here. And they started arguing. And everybody was like, hey, you wrote a story about our town. This isn't what our town's about. And they started beating on the guy in the bar. And then they threw him outside. And they just started kicking him. Like 12 guys were kicking him and punching him. And it fucking didn't piss me off. It just made me realize who I was at the age of 21.
I was going to say, did it make you nostalgic? I feel like you like a bar fight.
That wasn't a bar fight.
Okay.
That's not a bar fight. That's 12 kids just chasing somebody.
Okay.
Like just they got a wild buck up their ass, and I kept thinking about no skiing on Bergen Line Avenue.
Oh shit, I forgot about that story.
That's what it ended. Like when we got over there, we were holding back Rago, but everybody else was kicking the guy. And the guy's like fucking upside down. The Hudson County Park has a street that you drive into it. And on the side, they have 2 like pillars. And I'll never forget that the snow was higher than the pillars. And when they got done with that guy, they put him head first into the snow thing. And all you saw were his legs. And I'm like, for 30 fucking years, I thought that story was hilarious. Until I saw it the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? And I thought about that situation that night. And like what was going on in our world. And I'm like, when you see that, it's 12 young guys, 10 of them ain't getting laid, 6 of them ain't got no job, and the other 4 of them are just pissed off at the world because life didn't work out how they expected them to. Like somebody of their best friend's father's a doctor, so they fly to Japan. This kid, you have to go to fucking Seaside Heights to, that's your big vacation. And you have like this anger.
Yeah.
Like this inside, like I just saw it. I'm like, oh my God, that's me. And I'm like, oh shit. I only did that once, would jump around. And I was really pulling Rago off the guy and laughing because he kept saying no skiing on Bacon Line Avenue, which is the same school of thought I'm from. You know what I'm saying? You don't ski, you go in the mountains. But you look at that stuff and you're like, you just see a bunch of, people's lives aren't working out. So they're taking on this poor bastard with a few good kicks, and you feel good about yourself. When you go back in the bar, you're like, yeah, that was great. I think I broke his rib, and you're like, oh, fuck. But I was thinking about, like, I know I got a couple of hate emails about my opinion last week on the Minneapolis situation. And that was then. See, guys don't know me. That was then. Okay, and it's like I was telling our dear friend on the phone, I go, that manslaughter, whatever we thought it was what it was. But now what's going on is fucking pathetic. And it's pathetic on the fucking people protesting. Because now it's like a taunt. Now they deserve to get beat up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand why? I don't see things in black and white like most people. I see things for real. I see things for real. Like, this is real time here. Now they're becoming stupid because, listen, I've said it once and it's a joke, but it's true. There's no future in protesting. You end up in the hospital. That's your future. And then you walk around at parties. Yeah, they beat him up at the bar. He's a hero. He ain't no hero. He's a fucking idiot. That's ICE. They just shot somebody. I think it's your turn to go home. Once the gun, I can see they hit you in the head with a bottle. Okay, I'll take my chances. I'll wear a fucking helmet. But the fucking, now still stay on the streets. And what's going to happen is, and this is going to be fucking tremendous, is that they're going to call in those troops, those fucking airborne unit that's waiting on call. They're going to parachute onto the streets of fucking, can you imagine those liberals like out there, we want milk, whatever the fuck. And all of a sudden, and you look up and it's like Apocalypse Now. And people are jumping out on ropes with machine guns in one hand. Oh my God, white people black people don't like fire?
Yeah.
You know that. Black people don't like fire.
I had no idea.
They don't. You ever see a black person there's a fire? You ever see any black firefighters? Not really. Black people traditionally don't like fires. White people don't like helicopters. With people coming out with ropes and machine guns, okay?
How you must be, like, if that happened and you were protesting, for that until they landed on you, you'd be pretty pissed off that you were protesting.
Well, let's look at it again. Are we protesting for our friends and to be cool and to be part of a group? Or are we protesting for real that they did something to a friend of mine and I got a fucking AK-47 and I'm going to shoot a motherfucker?
What do you think? It's like 50-50?
I don't know. But there was a guy out there today with some gun in front of his house. And I'm like,
really?
Yeah, it's a magnet.
Yeah.
A gun is a magnet. They're going to come at you with other guns. So I don't understand it. But see, like now it's gotten out of control. Now we got the fucking parades. And it's all the same people. A bunch of people who are confused with a chubby white chick with a shaved head. The chubby white chick is always the leader. Some lesbian who's not only a lesbian, she's a fucking cancer survivor. She had diabetic in her left foot. This shit don't stop. They have 1,000 things to get the fucking...
Dude, you keep doing this to me. Like the last one is, I'm going to see every protest and see a chubby chick with a shaved head.
Always.
My favorite is... when I forget, it was a joke you had, or maybe it was on a podcast, but you said the chubby chick who turns her hair blue to throw you off so you don't know that she's chubby.
It's true.
And now all the time, that's all I see.
Dog, anytime somebody gets chubby, like outlandishly chubby, they're like, you know what? I'm going to take the stress off my stomach. I'm going to get blue hair with a volcano on the top of my head. And that'll throw people off. They won't say to me, hey, you gained weight. They'll look at you and say, we love the color in your hair.
Yeah. So you're going to fuck with me that. So, but
it's like a white kid that has a black dad, right? That'll go over well for a few years. But for years, you go to the supermarket with your kid, what do they tell you, the mom? He's got beautiful hair. Yeah, instead of saying, you're going to have problems. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so but you were saying that like that movie made you like look back and like differently at it? At that story?
Look back at, you look at that for years, we've been giggling about it. And I looked at him like, that's not that fucking funny. It wasn't because I let me see who the fuck I was at that time in my life. I just thought I wrote it off to being young and stupid. No. It was being young, not having a fucking life, being angry about the cards dealt to me. It's 1,000 different fucking things at once,
Yeah, but I think you also, I don't know, I feel like you've been pretty open the whole podcast. I mean, yeah, you're a comedian and you try to make the stories funny, but you were never like, you guys should do what I did. You guys should beat up a skier, or like you were just telling stories that were just crazy. It was just craziness.
Listen, man, when you think about those stories, you forgive yourself, and then you got to say, "Well, thank God that his eye didn't pop out. Thank God that somebody didn't hit him in the head with one of those skis, and the guy's a retard in the chair. And now we all got to do 8 years." For fucking hitting some guy in the head.
Yeah, well, thank God there were no cameras.
That shit happens too, where, fucking something. What is it? If somebody dies during a felony, you get charged with murder.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Right. So it's the same thing. Like, you went out to have a good time, and all of a sudden, fucking somebody's eye pops out.
But didn't even, I heard, bouncers. And not that I would ever be a bouncer, but when I was a kid, I heard this story, and this was why in my head I was never a bouncer, not because I'm fucking short and chubby, but a bouncer, or if you get into a fight at a bar and just randomly punch somebody, or they punch you and you punch them back, they hit their head and they die, you're going to jail. You're
going to jail. You're going to fucking jail.
It's really amazing.
That's why when I go into a place and I see a bouncer,
yeah,
first thing I ask myself is, what can he possibly get? How much money can he possibly be getting to work a Saturday at a fucking seaside club bar? 20 an hour, maybe 120 a shift, to fucking put yourself in that risk of, because, yeah, most nights nothing happens.
Right.
But there could be that one night where the guy's Indian, he's been drinking gin all day. He comes in.
Different Indian.
And he wants to shoot an arrow at your fucking head. You have to deal with that. I mean, what are you going to do? Was it worth the paycheck?
Dude, I heard that the armored truck, the bank delivery drivers, get 15 an hour, get 20 an hour.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up. I thought maybe, and this was years ago.
Would you take that job?
No.
15 an hour right there.
Still.
No.
I don't, it's not
you make
much.
25 delivering at Domino's.
I know. It's really not much.
No.
It's surprising.
You're an armed fucking guard.
We'll have to look it up during the break. I thought
fucking guard. There's got to be. Listen, you're not making $300,000 a year, but you're getting 150, 170, 180 plus benefits. You get union. You get a fucking will. You get vision.
No, according to Google, it's 21 an hour.
No, armored truck. No fucking way, man. That's for a Puerto Rican armored truck. That's for two guys that say they're security. No, man. Fucking what are UPS drivers, man?
They make 100 plus. They make a lot.
And they don't have a gun.
Yeah, no, dude, this is why it blew my mind, is who would want to be...
I don't fucking get it. I don't get it.
Oh, my God.
Because I wouldn't listen. You have a certain type of security job. This is a security job where it was guys that wanted to be cops, but couldn't climb the ladder. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't fucking shoot the 22 targets. They're like Stallone in Copland. They were deaf in one ear, So they get those little security guards, and then they get attitude.
Right.
You know, it's like they get attitude. And then you get guys like, listen, this is just a job. I'm not gonna shoot nobody. I ain't gonna arrest nobody. I ain't gonna no shoplifting. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It's just a job so things don't get out of hand. Now, we grew up with somebody who used to run security at bars. I do know this for a fact. He used to, like, a bar would open up like a club. And he would come in and go, I'm going to do security here. I'm going to bring my own people. Those guys were making $450 a night. And that was 30 years ago.
Wow. But were they like ex-army or something?
Hoboken, yeah.
That's
Hoboken at a club. They were all professional security, and they were getting $450 a shift, like 8 to 2, 8 to 3, whatever. Hoboken.
That's fantastic.
Again, but it's a club. It's instead of it being a bar where you have one fight that could turn into 3, there could be 4 different fights.
No, that sounds. I couldn't imagine. The first fight, I would just quit. I would just walk away. Like never in my life. It used to blow my mind when I was a kid. Like, let me ask you this: when you watch like a action movie, and like there's the bad guy, and they have like the henchmen that just like are there like hired, whatever. It always blew. Like I was like, who would sign up to have to almost get murdered? Like, are there people who actually do that? Like, are there criminals who just are like the soldiers or whatever? And like, I can't imagine they make enough money to do.
When I first moved to Aspen in '83, I moved to Snowmass, and I was walking around one day, and I started talking to this white dude, non-assuming white dude. You know, hey, how you doing? Oh, you're from Jersey? Yeah, I heard the accent. Oh shit, yeah, you're friends with this guy. We just started talking. And I kept seeing him, and one day I asked him, I go, do you work? And he goes, yeah, I own a bodyguard school in Aspen. And really, he goes, yeah, come to the office and check it out. And so I went up there one day. And it was very interesting. It was a course. It was a 6-week course, like 2 weeks security, 2 weeks maritime, like if you have to protect your people on the beach, on the ocean, on a boat, and 2 other weeks. And then he's like, I could get you into the next rotation of training. Since you're a neighbor, I'll get you 50% off, because people fly in for this shit.
Whoa. Okay.
People coming from all over the world. He was having like 6 sessions a year. I forget what it was. It was, $7,000 back then or something for the full course, but you had guaranteed lifetime placement. And I thought about it. I was like, man, I was in shape then. I was young. I had no family. That's the perfect people who sign up for that. They have no emotional connection. They have nothing. You have to be on that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, so I'm getting shot at, and I got to stand in front of a motherfucker. Let's pretend this guy's a drug dealer, a politician, a fucking criminal. At all levels, they deserve to get shot.
Which one?
All 3 of them. Like a politician, a fucking criminal, a gangster, a big cartel guy. They're the ones that are going to have big time security.
Yeah.
So it's not like, if I was going to secure somebody, I'd secure a guy that was CEO of a company. The guy got shot in New York by Angelini, the Italian guy. Like whatever his fucking name is. I don't know what his fucking name is. Gagalini, Angelini.
God, you're messing me up now. But anyways, you'd go.
You follow me?
Yeah.
It's going to be somebody less dangerous. I'm going to go fucking and be a bodyguard for a criminal or some fucking, tremendously rich kid who's never done anything. And I'm going to stand there like a tough guy with sunglasses on and a tattoo of a dragon and just stand there and be the mean guy. I didn't see it. And then something else dawned on me, because I ain't that stupid, even at that age. All right. You're a fucking, everybody here in this room saw Man on Fire.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Man on Fire.
Okay. I come up to your fucking thing. I forgot what I was going to tell you. And
you figured something out about being a security?
Yeah. So I take this 6-week course, right? And I come see George, who's got a multi-million-dollar vitamin corporation. Somebody keeps threatening him. and George fucking hires me. Or maybe not. He looks at my resume and goes, Joey, you're everything I wanted. You're handsome, you're articulate, you speak well, whatever. And this is all lies. I'm just
right. Well,
but then a guy comes in who went to Vietnam.
Oh, you want him?
You follow me? So that's why.
Yeah, but there's also levels of it. Because I was just thinking about
fuck you. Me being on a boat with 6 other white guys, with guys with targets shooting at me and boop, boop, like it blows up. Oh, you're dead. That's one thing. But being a combat fucking soldier, that's a complete other game. And those Vietnam motherfuckers, they weren't all there. They were shooting babanya over there. They were doing a ton of shit, smoking dope. They became fucking killers.
Those must be the best security guards.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So who would you hire? Some good looking. You ever see John Wick?
Yeah.
Everybody's good looking.
Except for
I've
the
never
big
seen
fat
that
Asian
many
guy.
good looking agents, and even the chicks were fucking stunning.
The deaf girl and like 2 or 3, I forget which one it was.
Yeah, they're all fucking Bond girls, and they all want to be fucking, whatever. And all those guys are good looking. Those are the guys you get when you go to a bodyguard school. You know what I'm saying? Handsome guys. Oh, I'm gonna get pussy. I want a guy to show up with a missing eye.
Because he survived.
Prosthetic leg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Himping in like he can't be around magnets. That type of shit. That's the type of guy I want to hire. I don't, and that's just common sense, guys. That's why, George is a framer. I'm sure in San Francisco or somewhere, there's a framing university where you go to for 3 months and you're a certified framer, whatever the fuck that means. And this guy will go there for 3 months and come to George, and guess what? George will have to retrain him.
Oh, of course.
It'll be another 2 years.
But that's anything.
So that's how I always thought about those things. Practical experience. It's like the reason I never ran a stand-up class. Because I don't want practical people. There's a stand-up class that I would teach, and then I would teach a public speaking class. 2 different fucking things. Stand-up comedy class and public speaking, 2 different fucking things. But eventually you're going to have to get up on stage, which is what we all fear. Whether you go to jiu-jitsu, they drill with you, you do all this shit. But when that guy comes up to you and says, let's hit knuckles, we're going to wrestle, you forget everything.
Right. Because I was thinking about Secret Service. Because a security guard, you're supposed to protect them, but if people start shooting, some of them are going to leave.
Well, security guard, part of it, you got to be a Boy Scout.
Right.
You see the president, you really actually, like, whoa. It's like, people who will see the mayor of a town. They go fucking insane. Mr. Mayor, can I come again? What are you talking about? This guy's a bum.
Right.
This guy's
Councilman.
20-year-olds last month at the fucking bar. And now you're like, Mr. Mayor, oh my God, I took a picture with the mayor today. What fucking mayor?
Mm-hmm.
Come to me when you're a fucking senator up. Fucking mayor, what do I give a fuck?
Right.
So it's the same kind of shit. That's why I never really wanted to train in something. That's why I'm really proud of you, me, Becky, Pedro, because with stand-up comedy, it's not about schools or contests. It's about being in the field.
Yeah, but did you ever wish there was some sort of degree or just something to get all? Because there's a lot of people who are doing it who shouldn't be doing it.
Doing what?
Stand up.
Bro, it's an art. Everybody has a different form of fucking expression. So I can never knock somebody because I don't know where they're going with that. I don't know when they're going with that. But you ever watch somebody who you don't know where they're going with that, but you're like, that motherfucker's going somewhere.
Yeah, there's a ton of great stand-ups.
So same thing. I that's why I was against the improv schools in LA.
Okay.
Because those kids come from a weak background as it is. Then they go there, and it's a bunch of guys that really failed. They never. Well, I auditioned for Saturday Night Live one time. What are you telling me this for? Come to me, you know what I'm saying? Come to me when you're doing 4 years on the show.
Right.
You know the ins and outs. Even if you fail, nobody's gonna look at you like that. You made it to Saturday Night Live. just because you got thrown off or whatever. It was just your time to leave. They weren't writing sketches for you. But I didn't like that about LA. That you took somebody, cold. In college, they decided to watch Saturday Night Live. Well, we love Marcelo. And all of a sudden they're like, I think I'm going to become a comedian. I think I'm going to. And they go to Dad, listen, I know I'm a microbiologist, but when I get out of college, I really want to go to Improv Olympic for a year. Jesus, we had plans for you.
Yeah.
We had plans for you, son. I want to be a comic. A fucking comic. Okay, you won. I'll give you a credit card, a salary, a car for 1 year. You have 1 year to prove your point. And these kids will go to LA or New York and just give their money to these classes that reading and stand-up.
Movement
and stand-up. And this is all shit you're going to learn within 6 months if you get on stage 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
It's the people who get on stage twice a week that go, I'll sign up for breathing for stand-up.
Right.
There's no breathing.
I took one class in LA. I took a commercial acting class, and the teacher was the most depressed person. Like the entire class, like half the class was just him, like kind of complaining about LA and just like the saddest person.
Listen.
And like there was I just remember it was like 5 or 6 Saturdays for 8 hours, and it was the longest. It was like driver's ed.
Since I moved to Jersey, I've been getting hit up like 4 times in 5 years. People going, hey man, I've been doing comedy for 2 years. I don't know if you work with people. And I'm like, man, that'd be interesting. And I'm like, I don't know.
I would
It's taking their money, and I've seen. First off, I don't have the right credentials.
There's no credentials.
That's the problem.
But actually, you do have credentials.
So you get mad if you go to some guy who complains about fucking LA because they don't have credentials. They booked 3 commercials, and what is their advertising for the class going to say? Worked in over 100 commercials and television promos. Show them to me, motherfucker.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is because I've seen classes taught by people, and I like, just because I know you, I'll be like, hey, who is this guy? This guy is the worst comic I've ever seen. You have the Comedy Store, you have your specials, you have other people vouching for you. Like that's I have someone
35 years of experience.
Right, but that's the thing. There's
Big
people
difference.
who have 35, because I just started stand-up. I was doing open mics. I see these ads for stand-up classes, and it's people like who now I know are terrible, but when you're first starting out, someone could be like a really good schmoozer or have 1 TV credit, and you think, you're like, hey, for $300 they can't be like, and you don't know that you're getting fucked over, because there's like a lot of bad comics teach classes.
Well, here's the other end of this. I'm protecting you on this.
Okay.
The expectation of taking a class. Now, I signed up for my original class to do stand-up at CU Boulder, which was $33. And then in 93, I signed up at the New York Comedy Club for an 8-week course. And I learned, and now when I went in there, here's the problem. When I went in there, I know that if I get one thing out of it, one thing, don't put the basketball down. This season, you shoot great. I love your dribbling. I love your mind. But, George, you keep putting the basketball down after you get a rebound. We're going to work on that. That one thing. Because I know that one thing will make you that much better.
Yeah.
Problem with people is expectations. Oh, I'm going to go learn from Joe Rogan, take an 8-week course, and I'll be fucking a millionaire in 10 years. You know, Phil Jackson, when I was a kid, every time they put Phil Jackson in when I was a kid, I turned the TV off at night. Whenever the Knicks were losing and they put Phil Jackson into it, I would turn the TV off. I'd be on the phone with Whitey O'Donnell. I go,
the game's over.
Good night. We lost $25, like $12.50. We were splitting 5-time parlays or 5-time bets. He ended up becoming one of the greatest coaches of all time. 6 championships. Yeah, I don't even know. Don't quote me on that. 4,
That's fair. They could know
5,
how to
6,
do it.
You know,
But
I like what the unions do. If you're a plumbing apprentice, you're going to work 5 days a week, and you're going to go to class 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
And every week you're going to work on some in that class. A fucking sweating a pipe, digging a fucking hole, whatever it is. But in the daytime, you're using that in practical terms.
Your skill set, yeah.
So I could grow with you. You know what I'm saying? Most stand-up classes do a fucking weird format because they do come to class, I'm going to talk for 8 weeks, and then you're going to go up on stage for 3 minutes.
I think you're supposed to do open mics, I would hope. But
no!
No?
You're definitely supposed to do open mics.
But that's...
Nobody's going to walk into the garden their first time.
No. I meant for the class. I meant to, like, as part of their homework. But, like, what I was going to say, because something that I still watch, and I haven't watched in a couple of years, and I need to watch again, George and I were driving down, we were talking about Ralphie for a while. Ralphie did one of the coolest, it was like 2 hours.
Workshop. Yeah.
And, it's
and
a like
great
that's
workshop.
And that's just, it wasn't so much, he didn't take questions.
You know who else did a really good one?
Who's that?
Ari Shaffir.
Did he?
Online.
Did he record it?
Yeah, I think he recorded it.
I'm gonna have to go find that because I love Ralphie's. I'm sure Ari's is great too, but that's because it's different. If you're just doing like it's almost like sort of like a TED Talk, or you want to call it a podcast, but like then it's just your opinion. And there's certain things about, like, I'll never forget. And it's not, I don't drink beer, but like when I go to comedy clubs, I'll order a Diet Coke. That's usually what I order tops. Because Ralphie explained it. He's like, if you're making $100 and you eat $25-$50 worth of whatever, then you're much more expensive. They won't have you back. And who knows? The managers probably don't even care, but they might care at one place. Like there's just that it's one of the coolest, and you could do a great one, I think, of that, of just like a 2-hour talk, right? Like just,
I would love to do one. I would love to sit down, but I'd also like to practice it first. I'd like to practice what I preach with you and Becky and Pedro and Hector, and just to see. That's why I wanted to do something at the dojo on Tuesday nights, where it's like we watch Bill Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
We fucking talk about him, what we liked, what we didn't like, explain some of the jokes, how he broke them down, and then go up there and do it. Show him the dice thing, and then show him Bill Hicks and how Bill Hicks built the set little by little.
And like try to have them.
Now, these jokes are hacky. Even Dice's set was hacky. These are 35 fucking years ago.
But it wasn't hacky back then.
But now you say one of those jokes and people look at you.
Yeah.
Like but 3 fucking heads.
Like what I would love, when we were watching that, we were watching, for people listening, we were watching to the Young Comedian special, Rodney's thing on HBO. So if you put in Hicks, Sam Kinison, or Dice, it'll all pop. We just watched it. And like what I would, because I'd love to do that with you. And I think, like, even though I don't think I've ever yelled in a joke ever, like, because you've been talking to me about using your volume in different ways, and I'm starting to do it a little bit, but I've never screamed really. And like I almost want to just be like, you tell me, like, you have to scream this time.
What's the most powerful thing? Sometimes it's a scream, and sometimes it's a whisper.
Yeah, whispering too.
Whisper or yell. A whisper or a yell could be your punchline, and now you're tricking them. But you want to stake to one. So, ba. And then I took her upstairs and gave it a good dick. You follow what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So now they got to listen.
Yeah.
Now you're testing them to fucking listen. You follow me? Or I switch it. I whisper the setup. I yell the punchline. And now you're getting into a rhythm. They feel that rhythm. And now they're programmable monkeys. They're just going to be laughing every time you touch your ear, every time you laugh, every time you hurt your stomach. Listen, I could tell 20 jokes in the world. None of them get a big laugh as when I laugh at one of the jokes.
Oh, yeah, it's great. How
dumb is that? Did you see Kennison doing it?
Yeah.
Because when you laugh after your joke, that means you don't give a fuck. You're telling me that you don't give a fuck if I laugh. You laugh. And that's the most important thing. And that's a complete, listen, the first 10 years of stand-up are basically basics. You learn how to tell a joke. You go to Chicago, this guy doesn't pay your check. The next 20 years is now you know what you're doing. You're a purple belt. You know what you're doing, but you still run into snags once in a while. And somebody told me this. By the 20-year mark, you start studying it. And now you're studying this shit. At the 20-year mark, I got hooked on singers. I would watch singers to watch their breathing and how, because a singer is the conduit of the band.
Right.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what is he doing to connect with the audience?
Right.
I wanted to learn how to connect. You don't think about that when you're doing comedy 2 years.
Dude.
You're just thinking about going to the bar and getting your dick sucked and getting the 2 free cocktails.
That would be nice. But this has happened my whole life. When I first started stand-up, everyone was talking about, oh, it takes 10 years to get good, 10 years to get good. I'm finally in my 10th year, and now there's another. It's like, I feel like my whole life, everyone's like, when you get here, you're going to be, everything's gravy after that. And then as soon as you get there, they move the goalpost every fucking, and I know I'm really working.
I'm not moving it on you.
No, I know you're not.
That's always been my philosophy, because I remember doing comedy 15 years and thinking I'm Joey Bananas and sitting in the main room and watching Paul Rodriguez destroy like on a Tuesday night. And I'll never forget, like, just sitting there. Mitzi sure looked over at me. She goes, "That's 20 years."
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it. You fuck.
Dude.
But 5 in a comedian's world, 5 in anybody's world is a lot. Why do you think people just don't join the army?
Yeah.
Because you hit me with 18. I got to do this for 18 fucking years. These kids today grow up on 10-second videos, 30-second videos. They can barely do something for 2 fucking weeks. People are saying that schools' enrollment is down because parents are looking at their kids going, "You're a stupid motherfucker.
Yeah.
You've been sitting all day playing video games and scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
10-minute fucking thing. Nothing's going to stick in your fucking mind anymore."
No, it doesn't at all.
So people don't want to put work in. And this goes back to framing. This goes back to politicking. This goes back to anything. You know what? You have goals in your head, but guess what? And this is what I tell people. George, when we were kids, Pennzoil had a fucking motto, and it was money. And it's this easy. You're either going to pay me now or you're going to pay me later. So I'll tell you what. I know you want to be a YouTube guy. You're doing comedy 3 years. You put a video out. It gets 3 million views. You did something. And now clubs are calling you the headline. You ain't no fucking headline, but you don't know no better. Because I would have done the same thing, you know. And you're going to go out there and it's going to work for about 6 months. And then you're going to fall on your fucking face. And then you're either going to become a fucking Radio Shack attendant.
Can't do that anymore.
Or you're going to sit there and realize how you're going to come back now and what's going to be different. You know, you didn't put the work in and they awarded you a trophy. Guess what? Now you got to put the fucking work in. But Joey, I can't see myself featuring now, bitch. How bad do you want to do this? Prove yourself as a feature and you could become a headliner again.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about comedy, that you could, bro, you're going to get setbacks. But look, so right now I have a setback. I can't be lumping around with this leg. But you know I'm up early trying to write shit every fucking day. And I'm journaling and I'm doing all that because I got to keep something fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep something fresh. So this is a constant thing. You know, Nick looking to take over the fucking world with politics. He's got a plan, but guess what? In a year, somebody's going to come to him and go, "Listen, there's a fucking soup kitchen that's run by a lot of people that have a lot of money and a lot of influence. They want you to go run it for 6 months. You run that, you could be the mayor of any fucking town."
Yeah, and like,
you know,
I was just going to ask you.
That happens. People like that happen. This shit happens. And you know what? You get mad at first, but it's giving you more time to prepare for your fucking job and to do it correctly.
What do you think about taking gigs that like you're going to lose money at that point early on?
Lee, I featured for $500 a week in a hotel. $500 a week is nothing.
That's still what they give you, by the way.
Yeah, it's still what they give you, 30 a day. But no, now they give you $500 with no hotel.
Yeah, it's usually the headliner giving you a hotel.
So this is when you look at what you're doing and what your life is. I don't want you to take a losing week. I want you to take a break-even week. That's a big difference. A losing week and a break-even week is a big difference. Now let's get down to why are you going there? Is it for the set? Is it for the club owner to see you? There's variables. And nobody's going to see you. And I got to fly all the way to Tacoma, Washington to get $400. And I get the same $400 from Syracuse. I'm going to Syracuse.
Right. But the reason why I'm asking is,
at this point right now, you should not be losing $1. You should be coming home saying, hey, I made $55.
Yeah. No, that would be
That's the plane ticket, the meals, the hotel, compared to what they're paying.
Right. No, absolutely. And the reason why I'm asking is I feel like I learned so much during feature weekends. And I always try to watch the headliner.
You do.
But like now I want to feature for every night. I don't want to go broke, but if I'm at least breaking even or losing a couple $100, if I could spend one weekend watching you, one weekend watching Josh, one weekend watching Craig Robinson, I don't anybody, and just like I feel like a feature.
How about
weekend,
one weekend watching Josh?
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other weekend watching somebody else, and maybe not. And then 2 weeks planting your own fucking flag.
That's what I have been thinking about a lot the last couple of weeks. Is I have to start doing longer sets more often. Not at clubs. I'm not asking but I need to, because that going from 10 or 12 minutes to 55 is a huge jump that I am nowhere near ready for.
At the 10-year mark, I was getting $600 from Miami for Wednesday through Sunday. I was getting $15 a set at the store. And I was probably getting $1.25 from Joe to open for. And I remember I left LA twice with no schedule. Like, I had 3 months and I had 3 weekends of shows. And I would just get on the bus and leave.
And meet comics.
Get to that location, work the weekend, talk to people, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, I call this guy. He's always got a fallout. You call him, hey, I got referred to you by George. Listen, I don't know you, so I could only give you an MC week. Bring it. I'm out here.
Yeah. And now
I'm out here already.
It might be a guest spot.
So, no. You're getting something. You're picking up cash. You don't have time to guest spots. This is
That's
what I'm
hard
saying
now, dude.
At this time in my life, I was a regular at the store.
Mm-hmm.
It was $2,000.
Well, that's a big deal.
It was $99. It was before I met Terry.
Okay.
Yeah, it was $99. First off, when my apartment got towed, I did that. That's the first time I did it. I started the 6 weeks in Miami. And I think I emceed 3 times and I featured 3 times. It was $300 to MC. I didn't give a fuck. I was doing 8 spots a week.
Yeah, that's great.
And a hotel room. I was stealing food. I mean, God rest his soul. Jeff Garcia told a story that fucking we and him were working Valentine's Day weekend. And Jeff would go over there to eat fucking eggs in the morning. And one morning I came in there he's like, what are you eating? Eggs? And I'm like, no, shrimp shish kebabs. And I had taken all of them out of the drawer, dog, at 10 o'clock before the regular kitchen staff got in there.
What drawer? Like in the kitchen, you just take out raw shrimp and cooked shrimp?
They have like a drawer that you would pull, and they would have shish kebabs, shrimp shish kebabs, lay it on top like 10 with a sheet of wax paper, and the guy would come in the morning and prep them, and then the chef would come in later. I would hit it before the chef came, and I would cook all those shrimp kebabs. You understand me? Jeff's like, why am I eating eggs? That's right. Why are you eating eggs? I used to smoke Lucky Strikes because in those days, the club promotional girls would come around, and the popular cigarettes were not Lucky Strike no more. So they would give you Lucky Strikes. I could smoke Camel Lights and pay $6 a pack, or I could I could smoke Lucky Strikes that taste like shit, but they're free. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hard one to turn down.
So
yeah.
I would go to Miami, even though I was getting $300, I wasn't paying for a meal. You know, I was going to the movies for free because if you're the comedian, you get to go to the movies for free in the same mall.
Wow. But you'd bust from LA to Miami?
I flew that time. I had the club send me a plane ticket. That's when I had that credit card.
Let me ask you.
I had the club's card, the numbers written down. And I would call the manager and go, hey, you got to open? Yeah, come on down. I got like 3 weeks for you. All right. And then I would call the airline and fly down there on the card from the club, dog. Joe Chadwick was his name.
Dude.
He gave me the credit card to use one time. I used it for about
kept it?
2.5 years, dog. They never caught it.
Oh my God, dude. All of the comics who are listening who are like hosts and features right now, we're lucky. Some clubs will be like, if you're a feature, maybe you'll get a hotel room. Maybe, mostly no. Hosts, you're lucky to get like $25 in cash added to your check, which gets taxed. Like it's, oh yeah. It's to fly to, but this is what I was going to ask you. Could you have done as much as you did without the Comedy Store credit?
Or what?
Without did the comedy, like when you were in Miami or wherever and you had no spots, but you could say, hey, I'm passed at the Comedy Store. I think that would get you, at least now would I think it at least get you some spots.
When I got to LA, it opened up the door a little bit. People would be more, they'd hear me out.
Right.
Hey man, George, how you doing? I got your number from Nick. Listen, Joey Diaz, I'm a feature act. I'm a regular at the store. I want to know if I can come in and feature one week. Well, send me a tape. Go fuck yourself. Like, bye. I'm not sending you no tape, bitch. I'm in LA.
Right.
I'll tell you what I'll send you. A roster from the Comedy Store. See who I'm working with. And see what your guys are doing down there. And we'll take it from there. But if you didn't understand that conversation, I wouldn't even fucking want to talk to you.
Right. No, that makes sense.
And remember, when I went on the road in 99, I already had basketball.
Yeah, you had a lot of, I
had basketball already. And it wasn't a big deal, but it was. I didn't know it.
Right. I'm not saying you didn't work hard at all, because you worked hard to get the movie and you worked hard to get past to the store. But it's like you need something like that. Like it's really tough.
I told you 6 months ago to get a commercial.
Oh, yeah. And I've sent a couple emails, but not enough.
Emails? No. You got to take a picture, put an envelope, put a resume, put a cover letter. You've been doing comedy for 10 years. You took a commercial, whatever. Just give a name.
I have the class.
Go on the LA thing and give the name of the most popular one. All right.
I have a diploma, I think, somewhere. I have a certificate that he printed out at Staples.
Yeah, you just, and that's, I've always told people that comedy is one thing. Now you want respect. If I'm sitting here watching a national championship game and I see a commercial of you getting shot out of a cannon, hey, that's Lee. That's it.
Yeah.
Where's my fucking phone? That's Lee. Holy shit. All right, now when I see you, I'm not going to tell you I saw the commercial.
Right.
I'm not going to say, hey, look who I saw. I'm still going to treat you like a dick. In the back of my mind, this kid could do something. I do have to treat him a little different because I don't want him barking back at me in 10 years.
Yeah, they definitely do that.
Do you follow me? So that's why people don't understand. Now, did I know about this shit? No, I didn't know about this. Nobody told me this. I found out.
Yeah.
I found out.
How much it helped.
I fucking found out. And it was just amazing how much it helped. And then Mad TV helped because you're a comic. And that helps. So when people see that type of shit, they're not going to say to you, hey, we really liked you in The Longest Yard. They ain't going to say shit to you. They're just going to know, I ain't fucking with this motherfucker. I'm going to take him a little bit seriously and see where this goes. Real quick, let me talk to these people about Blue Chew. Listen, you want to get the year all started with a big dick. And I want to talk to them about fucking DraftKings. Anyway, what are we talking about, Lee?
We're talking a lot about comedy, but I was in the break. I wanted to, unless you have something you want to talk about with comedy.
No, I got nothing. Hit me.
I just love your setup down here. Like you have such, I feel like this is like, it is a man cave, but it's like almost like you built it specifically so you don't have to go I've never seen a microwave in a base. Like I love I love it so much because I love that it's like the stoner in you probably have popcorn somewhere down here, or like you have something, you put something in the fridge. Yeah, the box of chips. No, but the microwave is where it's at, because especially walking upstairs to you have to walk up 2 sets of stairs to your kitchen. So you probably
I used to have a coffee machine down there.
Oh, what happened to the coffee
machine?
machine?
Sugar, we broke.
Oh man,
we had a coffee machine down there, dog.
Yeah, you need to get the coffee. What you need, like one. You need like something else. No, not a robot, but like How often do you use the microwave?
Once a week they use it to make popcorn and shit.
Oh, okay. See me as the chubby dude. I thought you were getting high and like leaving like a thing of lasagna in the mini fridge.
First of all, believe it or not, beside popcorn, I really don't try to eat.
Really?
No mice down here. I got the cat.
Why would there be a mouse?
So I don't. Sometimes she'll go, let's bring food. No, let's go upstairs.
Dude,
my fucking. Listen, man. What were you going to say?
Well, because what I was going to say is that at my fattest, like right before we left LA, for like 6 months, in my bedroom, I had a mini fridge. I had a small 1-bedroom. It was like 16 steps to the fridge. And the very end, and I still love it. I still love the idea of a mini fridge in the bedroom, but it is fat. It was. I had it at the end.
What did you put? What could
no
you
food
possibly put? No.
In my mind, I was being.
There was
healthy.
no water and health drinks.
No. It was water and Diet Coke, and the water never got refilled.
No.
The same pack was in there the whole time.
And I know there was a snack, ice cream cups.
No. See, I didn't get free those
butter cups that were frozen or some shit.
I didn't get one with a freezer. That one would have been bad. But I'm sure I put a peanut, like a pudding cup or something at some point in there.
You know, man. Since I've lived here, I've had a rough time adjusting. You know, like I didn't know. You have the gym, you do this, you go to the pool, the city pool, you go to games, you know. And one day you're like, this is boring as fuck. This is great. You know, I'm part of a community, but goddamn. All these motherfuckers are going home at 7:30 and fucking their wives with a sheet and a hole in it, and that's it. I can't live like that. So I had a little beef with my wife Christmas 2 years ago, and I fucking, tempers flared, things were said, and I fucking started going out. I didn't fucking like it here. Sometimes in 94, I didn't like where I was living either. 95, I was out every night. I got rid of the TV, and I started doing that. I started going to bars and hanging out with fucking crazy people. And I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not a bar guy. I've never been a bar guy, and I'm not going to start now at 60. There's no fucking way. I could go to eat at a bar once a week, but to sit there and listen to drunk people, I'd rather fucking be shot. I'd rather be shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never once thought of you as a bar person.
So I was fucking lost, And about 8 months ago, I go, you know what? I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to people's houses, and I go, why do you go out? And they'd be like, well, because, who wants to stay in? I'm like, dog. And George will tell you, when we were 23, I used to yell at him every night. You got a grandmother, you got a mother, you got a refrigerator, you got a TV. Where are you going? Where the fuck are you going? I was really adamant about it. And I would look at people who that had families, and I go, why are you out? I don't have a fucking family, but if I did, I'd be at home watching TV with them. It's fucking Tuesday night. So I started thinking about those words I used to always tell people. When I first met Rogan, I used to ask him the same question. Why do you leave your fucking house? You have a fucking fish tank with a piranha in there. Why do you leave your fucking house?
That's pretty cool.
What is there to do that's cooler than fucking me just throwing mice in a fucking thing and seeing fucking
he had a
piranhas throwing legs in there and shit and monkeys' heads. He was getting fucking heads from some other country or some shit.
Oh my God.
I don't fucking know. You got a full TV the size of this wall. You got a refrigerator that's empty, which means we can order from wherever. You follow me? I mean, I would ask him, why are you out? Your Uncle Mike, when we were kids, you got a basement with a TV, reel-to-reel, couches, a box of condoms, a refrigerator filled with beer. Where are you going? And I started thinking about my words, and I'm like, Joey, it's time for me to fucking fuck up. You know, like I've been fucking up. So I started trying to fall in love with this house. And it's perfect for me. I got the bathroom down here. I can take a shower in the morning. I got the garage. I got the fucking basement. I got my cable. I can fart. I can do whatever the fuck I want down here. That's what, no, I don't smoke in here. That's what it is to fucking be old, I guess. I don't know. This is the last thing I wanted for me. The last thing I want is to be on this chair at 7 o'clock when Jeopardy comes on. 5:45, I'm already putting sneakers on. Even with the bad knee, I'll get in the fucking car and sit in the driveway and put an album on. I do not want to sit in this motherfucker till at least 9 o'clock. But what are my options? You want me to get in the car and go for a ride and sit at some bar I don't want to be at, or end up at fucking a strip club that I really don't want to be at? I feel like a relic in those places. So do the best thing. You know, I was hoping to have this fixed. Like, you got to give me the app to have the guy come over and have the pictures up. We're going to refix this again. We're going to get new couches. I guess she wants to get, I don't know.
It's going to be sad when you get rid of this couch.
That's perfect for you. Make everything. I got books next door. Thank God for Bob Lolingus. I got 2 computers. I got a lap one and a real one in the back. Where do you want me to go?
Nowhere.
Where do you want me? You want to go to a restaurant? Hey, how you doing? They go by. Yeah, give him a drink. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's never been me. Walk in a restaurant, some Arab fucking, what's those restaurants in mid-Jersey with the chubby chicks and belly dances? And I'm supposed to be having a great time. Oh, yeah. They have them all over. They try to be New York clubs. The hookah lounge. And they're in there, ooh, and they're dancing, and a bunch of guys with giant shirts on. Yeah, this place is great. What are you doing? What are you doing? They got these weird fucking bars in New Jersey. And anytime I want to see Nick or George, we got to go out to eat. That's not fun. That's not social life. We got to go out to fucking eat. And I was like, how many, every week you got, oh my God. I went to this restaurant on the Upper East Side. Listen, take that restaurant and shove it up your mother's ass. I got a backlog of 2,000 fucking restaurants. And you want to fill me in with some other shitty fucking restaurant because they gave you a towel in the beginning. I don't give a fuck.
That's a nice towel, though.
No, but it's the truth. It's like, we don't have enough time. If you think I want to go out 3 nights a week and drink wine and make believe I'm so, oh my God. I saw Peaky Blinders. What is that show?
Peaky Blinders.
I saw it. Oh my God. That's not me. I don't even hear in those fucking places. When I go to those places, I want a TV to be on so I don't have to talk because I can't hear.
Right. You want to watch a game or something.
I make believe I'm watching a game. I'm sitting there thinking about eating ass and fucking mugging somebody when I was 12, just looking straight ahead so nobody will talk to me.
If there was a place like a club or whatever that was like 10 to 15 minutes from here, would you go out 3 or 4 nights a week?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But again, it's a club that's down here. How many people want to see me 4 or 5 nights a week? They don't. So there's a couple locations around here that I could.
But it's a long drive for you.
Like a Wednesday, once a month. I put a call into the guy last week. So we talked a little bit. He's got a show running in there now. But he goes, I'm going to try to get rid of him and put you in here. So, but yeah, I would do things like that. But again, for me, doing a show now is not what it used to be. Like, I could care less about 3,000 people. I like to do a show with 80 people and a bunch of comics, and we could sit afterwards, smoke pot, and talk about our set. That's what I'm into. Nerdy shit. That's what comedy's about. You have to do the nerdy work before you start doing theaters and all that shit. How come that set worked? What word did he use? Break somebody else's set down and see what attracted you to that person as a comedy fucking whatever, I don't know, Lee.
That's great. And I think that's like if you, I don't know, if you chose, like we've talked about you doing not like an open mic, but like a booked, like booking that, like if you had some comics that you saw at the dojo or wherever, and you wanted to bring people, I think that'd be great. Did you ever watch The Bear? There's something. There was part of it. It doesn't matter. Any kitchen, they have something apparently that's called like a stage. Like you go and you intern in a kitchen for a week, and like they learned a shit ton, and like every week it probably wouldn't be the same comics, but like if a comic could spend 2 shows with you, or like even just a show, and like prepare the day before, have a writing session the day before, and another writing session the day after. Like that would be great because like I at every stage of my career I've like just been so lost, and like I learn a little bit, but like even now I'm completely lost, and I would love to have like guy like.
If I told you something, you're not gonna believe this. You're supposed to be lost.
That sucks.
I didn't give you a job. When you're up on stage, it's you and a microphone. That's it. That's the thing about it. It's like being born. Your mom pushes you out of a little stinky pussy, and there you are without the umbilical cord on the other side of the room getting your dick washed when you come out. That's it. That's it. This is what it is. I could teach you. We just spoke about that. I could give you a book, in my opinion, of step by step. It's never going to work like that for you. It's never going to work like that.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
And I'm not saying.
No, I totally get it.
I'm saying that in 20 years, 30 years, you're going to write a play-by-play book, and you're going to try to give it to somebody. It's going to help them 40%. 40%. You learn from fucking getting on stage, whether it's a pizza parlor, because I loved when I was doing comedy 8 years, and I had a couple good shows one week, and now you're walking a little like, HBO should be calling any day now and shit. And you walk into like a pizza place that you would usually kill at. And every other comic does great, but you eat a bag of dick,
I hate when that happens.
And it happens. And that's how you learn. You're not going to learn from me. There's nothing I can teach you that's going to teach you a detour. There's nothing I could teach you there's no fucking comedy book that I could put out that's going to make you overcome Lee Syatt first. No.
And what's funny? That's not even the worst one now.
I'm not even goofing on you.
No, I know you're not. I know you're
right?
not.
You never thought in that whole book, when you go home that night, you're going to go fucking Lee Syatt. Where the fuck did Joey write that?
I would write a chat if I I'm nowhere near writing a book, but if I was going to write one, I would write a thing how to react. I've been brought up as Zach. Dude, it's like
Zach?
Yeah, it's just Zach. There's no last name. It was like, dude, but I would add that to my thing. And if that's the one thing that people learned from me, then maybe they'd be ready for it. Because no one ever told me that I would be brought up as Lee Syatt with the lights on, with the girl I was talking to in the front row, with my mom in the crowd.
Dog, it is. This is why comedy is so fucking unique, okay? This is why comedy is so fucking unique. Framing. These are things that you don't learn by reading or there's a master book. You have to tell them, George. Guess what, Joey? I cut this fucking thing 2 inches too fucking long. And guess what? When it costs you a day of labor, $200 out of your pocket, you learn. You learn. And I can't prepare you for that. And that book I wrote, I told you, follow these steps. You're going to go home and go, where the fuck do you go for mispronouncing your name? Or, hey, Lee, what are you doing Saturday night? Nothing. I run a show. It starts at 10:30. I could probably put you up like 5th. I'll give you 15 minutes. Really? Yeah. You, the idiot you are, you're by your mom, Aisha, fucking George, Nick. Instead of just treading the waters by yourself down there the first time. And we've all done that. Hey, people always ask me when I have a show, let me invite them to this bar. And now here they are. They're dressed in their Friday best. Lee's going to go down there, and he's going to go up at 9:30, and they're already planned. They're going to go to get pasta with the cheese. And,
that sounds good.
They already made so many plans. And you get there, and all of a sudden, fucking Tim Dillon shows up. He does an hour. There goes your restaurant reservation. Now you're more concerned about that than the set because you're worried about these 6 idiots that you should have never invited. You should have kept your fucking mouth shut. Let me come with you. Because that's going to happen. There's not, in my 10-chapter page of the book, it's not going to describe the feeling you have. And now, by the time it's time for you to go up there, you're going to eat a bag of dick.
Mm-hmm.
How about you go to the Comedy Store on a Sunday, you get passed. They don't even have to call your agent. Mitzi passes you. And Monday, you tell all your friends, I got passed at the store and shit. I got a spot tonight at 10:45 like a motherfucker. And all these idiots, your neighbors, the girls you're trying to fuck, and you get down there, and Eddie Griffin's already on 2 hours, and looking like he's going to get off.
Mm-hmm.
You brought 11 people. You brought people from your building, people that got to get up in the morning. Now you're all sitting there like, you can't buy you can't buy them all a drink because they'll bankroll you. Hey, let me at least buy you. You gotta hide from them and come in every 30 minutes.
You can't even do that. You can't even go. It's not like you can sneak through the club and be like, I'm going up in 2.
And then when there's 2 people left at 1:45, I look up and go, Lee, you ready to come up here? And you're like, no, really.
Yeah.
That happened to me. I got past the Comedy Store. The whole building came. I opened my fucking mouth. We'll come. 10:45, we'll be there. Fucking, I had 30 people in there. Eddie Griffin was at 2 fucking. He ended up doing 4 hours and finally called my name at 1:45.
Oh,
and I was basically drowning in my tears. Your first spot at the store, and this is how. There's not a book to describe that.
No.
And there's not a book to describe that feeling until it happens to you.
Oh my God. Can
you imagine?
He was on stage for 4 hours?
We just sat there. Drinking water. And I had to sit in the room because I want to be ready.
Yeah.
So they all left. They walked around the hallways and talked to people. I had to sit there like a fucking ugly chick at a prom. Like, just sit there.
Did you give him the light at all?
No, you can't give Eddie Griffin the light. He's a fucking on TV show.
Jesus.
He was on a TV show at the time.
There's no light? There's 4 hours?
It was Mitzi Shaw. What if you go to the Laugh Factory and Chappelle's doing 4 hours? At least you feel better because one of the girls that comes in is going to go, at least I got to see Chappelle. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You came here to see me. Fuck Chappelle. And now you hate Chappelle for the rest of your life.
Oh, I'm sure.
You'll hate him because he bumped you for 4 hours. So now people go, hey, did you see Chappelle's special? Fuck that motherfucker. Why? Don't you like him? I got personal reasons. What happened?
No, because you don't even understand. I'm nowhere close to getting past at the store. And just the idea of someone running the light by 3 hours and 45. At what point did you just give up and just like sit in your...
all those dudes used to run the light. Andrew, the other fucking prick. They used to run 4 or 5 hour lights, man. And people be there. I remember the one dude had a show on a Sunday at 9. And he got all these comics to do 15 minutes apiece. He didn't put the first comic on until 11:15.
And he made all those comics bring people?
No. He sold out the show himself. But he told these young comics, come on down. Let me give you 15 in front of my audience. He didn't fucking put them up till 11:15.
Jesus.
And that
after he went up.
That book doesn't prepare you for that. And that's why I tell people, do your time. It's very important when you're a respectful comic, no matter how big you get. No matter how big you get. You got to be a respectful comic and respect other comics. I never ran the light at the store. I never got a warning. In fact, I'd rather get out of there early.
Mm-hmm.
Those people that the light comes on, they torture the light for like 3 minutes. Let me tell you one more thing. Motherfucker, get the fuck off that stage, bitch.
Yeah.
That's a problem we have. We don't have people that'll go, yo, get the fuck off the stage.
I've never run into
Because
that.
now there's nice people.
Yeah, people don't.
Be nice.
People run the light and it gets around, but it's like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Like that's like probably the most.
I have a friend, a dear friend, that loves running the light. And I won't use him. I love him, and I know he needs the money, but because he runs the light constantly, and I've told him, okay, since you don't care, there's no money coming from Papa. I can put him on all my shows. I love him that much, but he won't stop running the fucking light. Done. That's the most disrespectful thing you could do.
Yeah.
You know, I came up in Seattle where they had a 5-minute light, and by 6 minutes, you had to be off the fucking stage. And if that light turned to 7, you got a month suspension.
Good.
And if you were in the contest, you got disqualified.
They're even more strict. Like now contests are like, if you go over by like 5 seconds,
yeah,
it's like done. Not even.
No, it's 6 fucking minutes.
Yeah, they want.
Wrap it up at 5:30, bitch. Give them a hard, open up with a minute. The second minute, you go into your fucking monster bit. And I'd rather you leave on that than tread the light and let them laugh. Let them, when in front of a contest, the judges all going to remember is that last fucking thing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll talk about that some other time. I'm not a contest comic. We play for real. We ain't playing for no contest.
A contest.
In front of 5 partial judges. 2 of the judges know the comic from the comedy club.
All of them.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that. I don't play that shit. But anyway, where you at this week, cocksucker?
Batavia, Illinois, the Comedy Vault, Batavia, Josh Wolf, January 22nd to 24th.
What airport you flying into?
O'Hare.
It's going to be cold.
Yeah, it is.
You have no idea.
I'm just cryo.
And sometimes the ice is slippery and the plane goes right into the back gate.
Right.
You know that does in Chicago all the time.
Thank you very much. You should call me tomorrow night.
Are you connecting flights?
No.
Thank God. So you got to go to Chicago and then drive an hour?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
5 shows, 3 of them already sold out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right.
I'm really excited.
You eating mushrooms this Friday?
Yes.
You see the bags of mushrooms he's got?
Yes. He sent it to me. Yeah, he sent it. That was the craziest picture I've ever seen.
When Lee don't eat mushrooms on a Friday, fire him. Send him home. He goes, why? I go, because he's part of the family. He's got to eat mushrooms. And more than last semester.
Semester.
That was last semester when you're doing a gram. I only eat a gram and a half. I need honey. Fuck no. This time you're eating 3 and they ain't no honey. All right. The bees.
First of all, it was 2, and yes, honey was nice.
Yeah. No more fucking honey. Me, I'm gonna be at the dojo Thursday night. If my knee allows. If not, I'll go down there with a wheelchair and fucking I can't keep going up and down. So I'm only doing 1 set of Ruski at the end or something. And then we got Staten Island the week after the 31st at the St. George Theater. Tickets are still available. Go to the St. George website, not the other fucking website that hit me up. Joey, the tickets are $800 because you're on fucking fuck me in the ass ticket sales. Instead of just going to the St. George Theater. Where's the show? The St. George Theater. Why would you go buy a link from anything fucking else?
It's on Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster, whatever the fuck.
It is. It's at the St. George Theater, but if you go to the Ticketmaster app, those are going to be the legit tickets.
Right away, you want to go to another page and who told you?
No one told you. It's Google, and they're very confusing.
Nobody told you to go there. What's he performing in St. George Theater? All right, let me type in the St. George Theater. Let's see what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying, people? Anyway.
Is that how you go through the internet?
Yeah. Good to see you, cocksucker.
Good to see you, buddy.
You ready for a nice cheeseburger, a nice bowl of pasta with shrimp?
Always.
Let's do this shit. I love you guys. Sorry about the Voodoo Lounge. Hopefully I'll have better news for you next week. We won't have to cut this motherfucker on Friday or something. And that's it. I love you, cocksuckers. Thank you for watching. Stay black. Say goodnight, Lee.